Hey everybody, Nate Lee here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the channel for me because I haven't posted in a little while. Christmas season got busy, but here I am. I'm back once again. Thank you everybody for watching, and welcome if you're new. There's a bunch of videos out right now about New Year's resolutions and some really good ones on some really good mandolin channels, so you should go check that out. But do they have a video on New Year's chord resolutions? I think not. But here you go, I've got one for you. We're going to cover 4 common chord resolutions, and this is going to cover a variety of levels starting from easy and going all the way to advanced at the end of the video, so make sure to watch all the way to there. And let's just jump in and get started. So what is a resolution? A resolution, put simply, is when something in music comes back, it resolves, and it comes back to a sound that sounds like it's arrived home. So if we're in G, for instance, then a resolution would be if we're on another chord and we return to G. Now there's lots of different ways things can resolve, and this can refer to melody resolving or chords resolving. And we're going to cover chords. These are New Year's chord resolutions after all. Now why is this important to you? Well, we're going to start from a beginner level. Why is it important to you to know chord resolutions? It's because that's what's going to come up in songs time after time. And we're going to start with the most common one by far, and it's the 5 chord to the 1 chord, also known as an authentic cadence if you want to be fancy. So if we're in G, the 1, 4, and 5 chords are G, C, and D. Our 5 chord is D, and when a song goes to the D and back to G, it is resolving from 5 back to 1. 5 to 1 resolution. Why is that important? That's going to happen most of the songs you ever learn to play. Fiddle tunes, singing songs, all kinds of stuff. It could be pop songs, country songs, lots of stuff. Almost all of them at the end of each part, whether that's a verse or a chorus or part 1 of a fiddle tune or part 2 or whatever, almost all of them are going to go 5 to 1. So memorize that 5 to 1 and expect it to happen constantly. Now for our second one, this one is much less common, but it's very pretty. It's 4 to 1. It's also known as a plagal cadence if you want to get fancy about it. This comes up not nearly as often. It's also called the Amen cadence because you'll hear it at the end of hymns. Amen. Like that. This one's much less common. Get used to what it sounds like though, because when it comes up, you want to be able to recognize it. And if you're a songwriter or a tune writer, consider using this instead of 5 to 1 because it sounds good. All right, we're taking it a step up for those of you who are into jazz or who would like to be into jazz. The resolution you need to know, also commonly called a turnaround in jazz. There's a lot of names for all these things, and not everybody uses the same ones. But this is going to be a 2 minor, 5, 7, 1. And that's going to be 2 minor. In the key of G, that's A minor. You can also play A minor 7 if you prefer. And this still just kind of acts like a 5 chord. It's leading us to the 5 chord, but 2 minors and 5 sevens, they act pretty much the same, and they're interchangeable in a lot of situations. So we're going to go from that A minor or A minor 7 to D7. That's your 5-7 chord. And then we're going to resolve to 1. So that 2 minor is telling us 5-7's coming. A minor is telling us D7's coming. We hit to the 5-7, the D7. That's like a giant billboard telling us the 1 chord is coming. So if you want to get started in jazz, learn your 2, 5, 7, 1 resolutions. And if you already play jazz, learn them in lots and lots of keys because you're going to need them. All right, we're going to move on to one more. This one's really cool. It's called the tritone sub, and I'm going to tell you what it is and how it works, but then also tell you a really simplified way to use this concept. So a tritone sub sounds like it should be a sandwich, and any restaurant that comes out with a sub sandwich called the tritone sub, you've got my business. So come on, make a tritone sub. I'm thinking 3 meats would be a good idea. So a tritone sub is when you substitute a different chord for the 5 chord, and that different chord is a tritone away from the 5 chord. So we're still in G here. We have the 7th chord, the 5-7 chord is D7. Like that. Now we can substitute instead an A flat 7. A flat is a tritone away from D. So this is a 7th chord substitution for the 5 chord, and it's a tritone away. Here's an easy way to remember it. It's a 7th chord built on the flat 2 of the key. So that's A flat in G. Got G, then the flat 2 is A flat. Regular 2 would just be A. So it's a 7th chord built on that. You can use that instead of your 5/7. Just like that. It's that simple. You can also just substitute a plain old A flat major chord. And it works in minor as well. Link below, you can hear that in action on Andy Statman's song Flatbush Waltz. All right, everybody, gotta go. Nanny's leaving just under the wire. All right, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff. Also, the tremolo course is available now, so link below, go buy it. You're gonna love it. It absolutely solves tremolo. And yeah, did I say like and subscribe already? Please do for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.